get this thing going. Let's get this thing started. I'm going to give it 2 minutes, and then we're going to jump into it. What I did want to... Let me double check my sound real quick. Give me 1 sec. Make sure everything is all good with the sound. Make sure everything is all good with the audio, and then we're going to get this puppy rolling. 1 second. What I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be opening up. We're going to talk a little bit about some... I'm going to be talking about a few penny stocks. I've been kind of diverging away from penny stocks a bit on the channel. I want to touch up on a few penny stocks real quick, and then we are going to jump into some questions, anything that you guys may have. So let me just double check, make sure my sound is all good. I'm going to be opening up. We're going to talk a little bit about some... Sweet. Okay, we're perfect. Alrighty, so now that we're all good. Let's go ahead. Let's get this thing started. So again, like I said, for the first 10 minutes or so, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to jump over a few big penny stocks that I talk about on this channel. I actually do want to update this a bit. And I'll let you all know. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at a few stock charts. We're going to go over some stock price movement. I'll let a few people on my channel know, what I'm doing with 3 stocks, Castor Maritime, HCMC, and HITIF. Then I will open it up. We'll do a few questions, and I'll be on here for maybe like 20 minutes, if that's cool with everyone. So since we are already on it, let's go ahead. Let's get straight into it. So here we go. Let me double check, make sure you can see my screen. Perfect. So we are going over Healthier Choices Management Corp first and foremost. That is going to be probably about the most talked about stock on my channel, and so through that, of course, I am going to want to make sure I keep everyone updated. Of course, make sure that I am not focusing on Safe Moon, all the Safe Moon content. I have a new Safe Moon video coming out in a few hours. But all right, so whenever it comes to HCMC, what I am doing right now, I'm actually very, very excited about the price movement that we are seeing. So what I'm taking a notice of is we did break this bottom channel of consolidation, which is very, very big. And we also broke through the 21-day exponential moving average, which is always a great thing, right? One thing we'll notice about penny stocks is that on move ups, on uptrends, they respect that 21-day EMA. It's very important that if we want to see an uptrend start, we need to see interaction with that EMA. We need to see it starting to maintain levels above it, not falling too far below it. Okay, so with that being said, one thing I did notice is we saw 2 very bullish signs from HCMC. We saw it break through this bottom channel of resistance, which is going to be a consolidation, and then as it did past that, we saw it break out on top of the EMA, the 21-day EMA, maintain above the 21-day EMA, sit in this channel. We saw some breakthrough through top channel resistance, but it didn't maintain. But now we are maintaining within the channel and above 21-day EMA. So what I am going to be paying close attention to right now is how it interacts with the EMA tomorrow. I think that if it is able to maintain levels above it and start to trade within the top of this channel, that could be a good setup for the next day to break through topward resistance and maybe start to push towards 0.002. That would definitely be optimal, but it is going to take a little bit of time, as of course, as we can see, there is a lot of resistance there. So keep a very close eye on it. I am going to not be doing anything just yet. I'm not going to be buying. I'm not going to be selling. I'm going to be paying very close attention to see how it is going to react again with this 21-day exponential moving average. If it is able to maintain levels above it, and then if it is able to then break topward resistance, that could be a great sign that with some good news, we can really see it take off. As we can see, volume has been very high. So all of that is a very good sign. I'm very happy about that with HCMC. Next up, again, for anyone who did just join, I will be going over 3 of the most popular penny stocks on my channel real quick, just to update all my subscribers, of course, with exactly what I've been doing with these stocks, because I have been on the Safe Moon trend recently. I've been talking about it a lot. So I do want to make sure that I'm keeping them up to date as well. And then we will be talking about whatever you guys want to. If you want me to check out some stocks, some crypto, some DeFi, anything like that. But next up on the list, we have Castor Maritime. Now, many of you do know, if you've been on my channel for quite some time, that I've actually, let me double check sound again. Good. Okay, so with that being said, so we have Castor Maritime again. Now, if you have been on my channel for a second, you know that I did exit my position back here maybe about a week or 2 ago. through that, you know, we did see a lot of bottom resistance. It did a decent job of maintaining these levels, and I'm happy that it did find some support around that 40, let's see, about that 43 mark. I think it was super important that we found some resistance there. But with that being said, we definitely do need to see some more upward momentum. Again, it does seem like we may be starting a baby uptrend here, which would be nice. That would definitely be nice to see. But it does seem like there is a load of resistance around this 49 to 50 mark. And I think if we can surpass 50, close above 50, that would be optimal. The second thing I am looking again is the same thing as HCMC. I need to see it maintaining above this 21-day EMA. I'm not too worried about the 50 right now. I'm just worried about this 21. The 21 always tells me when uptrends are going to be starting. Now, there are times where it'll maintain above the 21-day EMA, of course, and it does not continue an uptrend, and we will see that. It does happen occasionally. This was kind of, you know, a rare scenario because we got bad news on this day. But as we can see here, this thing respects that EMA. As it moves, it always resorts back to that 21-day EMA, and that's how we can get an idea of a healthy uptrend. So I'm not buying any Castor Maritime until I see this 21-day EMA work its way back down. Once it establishes levels around let's see, once we see it start to interact with this 21-day EMA again, once we know that, once it clears 0.50, that's a big entry for me. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm simply a guy on YouTube with a camera giving my opinion. But through that, that is going to be the spot in which I am looking to make an entrance. So definitely keep an eye on that. If you see me make a video about Castor Maritime at any given point, check it. If it's above 0.50, if we're over the 21-day EMA and it's maintaining 2 or 3 days above it, that's big. That's big bullish. That's whenever I'm trying to get in. Now, again, just one more time. I want to let everyone know I am quickly running through a few big stocks on my channel just to make sure I'm keeping my penny stock crowd up to date with what I'm doing. Then we will jump into some other stuff, maybe some SafeMoon, some other cryptos, anything like that, whatever you guys would like. So let me double check sound one more time. Perfect. I'm weird in one way. There we go. Let's do that. Okay, so next but not least, we have HITIF, which is the biggest, the penny stock that I talk about the most on this channel at this point, other than HCMC, I would say. HITIF has been one that's definitely been hard, watching it just absolutely get battered. But one thing I will say is it does seem like the good days are coming ahead. Now, I tried to move this little line here, but it is giving me issues. But right about, let's just go back up there. That's fine. So as we can see here, HITIF has entered into a consolidation phase as well. I'd rather this line be under these wicks, but you guys get the idea. So what I'm looking for HITIF right now is the same thing from Castor Maritime. As we can see, it's within a consolidation channel from about 0.529 to about 0.48 roughly. We're starting to see it somewhat interact under it, but it is doing less and less every day, which is of course a very good sign. It shows that there's some upward momentum. Now this downward pressure at about 0.53 is strong, very, very strong, and I think it'll be, I doubt that it will clear that 53 until we start to see some more interactions with the 21-day EMA. My current guess at the moment, of course, you know, because technical analysis is not me knowing what's going to happen, it is me making great predictions and trying to figure out when a good time to enter would be. Now, my guess is, like I said for the other three, these penny stocks love that 21-day estimated moving average. It's not typically going to start an uptrend until we start to see it clear it. So with that being said, I mean, look here, through this uptrend from the 9th through the 29th, this 20 days, no movement. Clears that 21-day EMA, then we start to see the uptrend begin. It resorts back to it time and time again, but it must stay above it. So what I'm expecting is that within this rectangle is when we will see an intersection, and that's when I'm looking to really buy a lot. So my current game plan is I bought some today. I bought $100 worth of HITIF today, and I plan on buying maybe about $25 to $30 all the way in the next week. And I believe that this is going to be our point of intersection around the 29th. About a week from today is when I'm really expecting we'll see some interaction between the stock price and its estimated moving average. And through that, if we can establish levels, if we can clear 53, that'll be a very, very bullish sign. And through that, that's when I would really start to look to see this thing growing. Now, if we are able to do that, and if I was able to enter, I would then be looking for it to run all the way up here to about 0.60. So that's my guess. I'm loading up the boat right now. My average is right around this level, so I'm still negative. But through that, I do believe the uptrend could be starting very soon here as we do get more interaction. And through that, I'm expecting that we will see some growth. So that is a quick update on all of these stocks. Let's see, how far in are we? I don't want to make this too crazy long. Okay, 6 minutes, perfect. Just a little update. I will be streaming or putting this stream up on my YouTube channel. So I did want to make sure that I got through all of the information that I needed to get to. But through that, I hope I got, I did update you all on some info that you were looking for. I know a lot of you are going to want some technical analysis on those stocks that we've been talking about. So I hope, again, we did get a little bit of an idea. So again, HCMC and GAXY Maritime, not really doing too much with them right now, but high tide, I'm big buying at the moment. So through that, we got about 10 to 15 minutes. Let's go ahead. Let's answer some questions. I'm going to go through the chat and let's see what everyone has to say. What is up, everybody? Big streams, big moves right now on the channel, guys. We're up 4,000 subscribers this week, 100,000 views this week. So it's been absolutely phenomenal. It's been a great time. It's been absolutely amazing. So double check sound one more time. All right, we're great. We're great. Perfect. Is Octacoin and SafeMoon a good investment? I don't know too much about Octacoin. I kind of checked them out a little bit, but I don't want to give my opinion on them just yet because I'm not educated on them, and I don't like giving uneducated opinions. SafeMoon, investment-wise, I think, of course, it does have barriers to clear, but it does seem like we are starting to get some great momentum going. I think that a lot of the quote-unquote weak hands are starting to exit, and so with that, I think that going forward, we can expect to see some upward momentum. That's my personal guess again, and I think an investment that does bring you returns is a good investment. But of course, I got to do the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm simply just a guy on YouTube with a camera giving my opinion, and this should be taken as entertainment purposes only. If you're going to make investments, make them on your own research. But other than that, I think SafeMoon is pretty solid. The next big thing, SafeMoon. Let's go. Good luck on your next fight. Panther fan, much appreciated, my friend. As many of you may not know, with all the new crowd, I'm an MMA fighter. So if you ever hear any fight talk or you see any of those trophies or anything, that's why. Trying to get through some of these questions. Hey guys, if you have any questions that you want me to answer, send them down in the live chat. I'll be going through them for the next 10 to 15 minutes. This is a very quick live stream, but I got more content to make for you guys and I have a busy night, so I'm trying to get all that info out. It's moved to the top faster than any other coin in the crypto space. Haters gonna hate, bro. Keep your shot. Nice. Where can we buy HCMC? You can buy HCMC on some of your typical brokerages. You have it on Webull, possibly, maybe. Don't quote me on that one. But I know you have it on Fidelity, and there's a few other ones, but I have it on Fidelity, and I think it's the best one, personally. Octacoin, again, don't know too much about them. Ocugen has been doing great, Rasmus. I did see that. Team SafeMoon, let me see you. Oh, yeah, Team SafeMoon all the way, man. Right on. How's the knee? The knee is great, bro. The knee is fantastic. I had surgery on Friday. I'm already standing. I'm already walking. I'm helping out with coaching around the gym and everything. So it's been nice. It has been nice. Man, so many comments. So many people. What is up, everybody? Okay. What about GSAT? I haven't checked on Global Star in a while. Maybe I'll check them. Hey, Nick, yeah, I have AABB, man. I love Asia Broadband. I actually have some shares. I think it's fantastic. Go back crypto. A lot of potential. A lot of potential for sure. Oppose Mona Leo. What is going on? Welcome. SafeMoon. Yes, indeedy. BNGO, Bionanogenomics is fantastic. I have a holding in Bionano. I'm up 200%. Just kind of sitting on it, letting it do its thing. It's had a great couple days. And let that puppy run. Do you think SafeMoon will make a comeback? I have very little doubt that in my head, there's like an 80% chance that SafeMoon makes a comeback. That's my personal opinion, though. Go listen to that disclaimer I just said like 2 minutes ago. When do you think CTRM will reach $1 again? It's possible. I think a realistic objective for GAXY Maritime right now is 75 cents first. And then once we reach that, I'll give a little bit of a clear answer. I'm hoping that we can see this thing 2x for the rest of the year. It's lost that hype. It's lost a lot of momentum. And through that, we've been seeing it drop a lot. And I think it's definitely going to struggle to make a return. But it is starting to establish itself well. The dilution sucks, but could be making $80 million a year just next year. So through that, it definitely could have a lot of potential to reach $1 again. It's just going to take time, and it's going to take a few financial reports. So my guess is $1 and maybe like 9 months, maybe towards the end of the year, hopefully. That'd be nice. Opinions on Elongate. I actually got Elongate. Dang it. There was a YouTuber I was watching who really was boosting Elongate, and I actually really liked it. I can't remember. If I remember, I'll go ahead and I'll put him in here. But no, I think Elongate's super cool. The way Elongate was made is what makes me laugh the most. The fact that it was just made off of a tweet just is absolutely hilarious. But Cardano, Chainlink, and Bitcoin Cash in these few days. I'm a newbie. What do you think? If you're a newbie, be careful. That's my thing. That's what I would say. Elongate opinion. Oh yeah, just did that one. What do you think about ITMCF? I don't know too much about that one. Definitely let me know, Ash. Let me know in the live stream. What do they do? ABML hitting 4 again? It could. I think it could. You know, I would say the hype around the entire industry's died down a lot. So hitting 4 definitely it'll be harder, but I'm not too concerned about this future. I think there's a lot of potential there. JAGX, what a throwback, man. I used to talk about JAGX 24/7. JAGX is great. I'm personally not invested in them anymore. I took profits. I was at like 200%. I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's take profits. Let's find somewhere else. So, Torin Hoffman. Was that the YouTuber? I don't remember. I get punched in the face a lot in training, so I'm not 100% sure. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look. I know a lot of you are here for SafeMoon, so let's go ahead. Let's see what this stock is doing. Or every time. Let's see what the price is doing, and then we'll get an idea. Boop, 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 boop. Volume's up big today, which is good. That's always a good sign. Okay, let's see. Hopefully you guys can see my screen right now. I'll double check in a second. So I'm going to go over this in a video that is actually coming out later tonight, but I'm really, really happy with what I'm seeing at the moment, because I'm not going to lie, these big drops with little to no resistance always made me nervous. You know, whenever you see something go down in price that rapidly without much resistance, always tells me that there's not much upward pressure, but we're starting to see a lot of upward pressure. I mean, we're starting to see the definition of this thing trough out, and so that's always a good sign, right? What's this? This is, okay, let's make a new one. This is the easiest thing for me to do whenever I'm streaming, is just snip this thing, because if I run any software right now, this whole thing's coming down. But let me... Okay, cool. So one thing that I will say about SafeMoon right now that I'm actually happy about is that we're starting to see a very, very strong bottom get formed, which is always a good sign. That's always a good sign. What my guess is that we're going to see a bit of this descending triangle happen. I mean, it ain't even really my guess. It's pretty much what's starting to happen at the moment. And we can see that we're gonna see this thing move pretty fast somewhere. My honest opinion is that within the next 24 hours, we're gonna see this thing break upward momentum, and then we're gonna see, or break this upward, the upward leg of this triangle, and then we're gonna start to see it work its way up. That's my guess. You know, we always start to see some of these inflection points within these cryptos, or even within many penny stocks, that whenever they start to reach so many bottoms, but we're seeing descending highs, basically, let me break that down a little. So what I mean is, at about 0.05 or right under it, we're starting to see a level of resistance that the stock price doesn't like to clear. Okay, but if you also pay attention, the level that it's reaching is decreasing. Okay, so if you take a look at what I just drew, it makes a triangle. Now, what that is going to be called is a descending triangle. It's not necessarily bullish. It's not necessarily bearish. It kind of just depends. Now, what happens with these, I'm going to double check a few things. There we go. What happens with these is they're not really indicators of what will happen, but we can get an idea of what will happen based off of a few things. So what I'm looking at the moment is that I want to see SafeMoon's price. This is death. Okay. That's death. And then we have the good things. This is the good stuff right here. Okay. So what will happen is we're getting to a point that this price is going to be forced. There's going to be so much pressure, upward pressure and downward pressure, that it's going to have to make a choice. Okay. And I know it kind of sounds weird. I'm talking about something inanimate. It's going to make a choice, and we're going to see it. Y'all will see exactly what I mean. It'll make a choice. It's either going to break through this leg here, or it'll break through this leg here. This is basics, okay? What it entails is that when it breaks through one of those legs, that's how we know which one is the stronger one, okay? If you are bullish on SafeMoon, right, what you want is more upward pressure than downward pressure, right? That means more people are buying than selling. More people want this than don't want this. That's supply and demand. Now, as the price does go up, of course, your returns do increase. So what we're looking for here is this price to break through this leg. Now, of course, if I was on TradingView or something that had a little bit of a better chart, we could get a clear image of where the price will happen and likely when this will happen. But again, I'm streaming and I don't want to burn the stream to the ground. So through that, I'm just going to have to do it through, let's see. So I'm going to have to do it through the snipping tool, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. So going forward, next 2 days, we need to pay close attention. Will it break through here? Will it break through here? If it was to break through here, we need to, I'm going to go out in a second and we're going to look to see where it is going. Because if it breaks through this resistance, that means the downward momentum is much stronger than the upward resistance, or, you know, and the upward pressure, and that is bearish. That is very, very not good. So let's go ahead. If it does go up, right, if it breaks through, I'm going to clear all this off. If it is to break through the top of this triangle, what we are then looking for is to see it start to bypass levels of resistance. Every one of these tops that made this triangle happen, which is kind of a rough drawing, but all of these tops are points of resistance. As it tried to go up, the downward pressure took it down from that point. So what we need is we need to see this thing clear those levels. So the first level that we are going to need to clear is going to be about that 75. No, I don't even want to say that much. Let's go with 65. I would say that's fair. So as we do clear from this point, and I'm talking just on coinmarketcap.com specifically, the numbers are going to change from exchange to exchange. But as we do go up, as it does reach this very, very important moment, we need to see it clear these levels that are established at about 65. So that's going to be next up. But if it was to decrease, okay, now we got to think about what would happen if we would start to see this thing fall. I'm going to take this. And then let's go ahead and let's snip this thing on out of here real quick. Here we go. So if we were to see this thing fall, okay, so say it clears, this is about all the same level. Let's just say that, that's fine. If it does fall past this level, okay, it is going to work the same way, but in other ways. So again, remind ourselves, if it clears this leg, we're looking for it to go over the these levels of resistance. If it was to fall, we need to see it establish support, okay? That means that if it falls, that the downward pressure is too much higher than the upward pressure. But we need to find a level in which we'll maintain that, where people are comfortable with buying this token in order to maintain some of the price. So that's what we're looking for. I know a lot of you guys are questioning, like, how do we know, when we should get in? Personally speaking, I wouldn't buy anything at the moment until we see which way this thing is going to break. It could consolidate. And if that's the case, well, you could use that time to load up if you're truly bullish, or if you just want to wait. I personally, in situations like this, I wait. And then that's whenever we can get a true idea. If it was stocks and it was to break that lower resistance, I'm shorting it, right? I'm riding that puppy to the ground. But if it's, it's crypto, I'm not shorting cryptos. I'm doing all that. With that, that's whenever I'm looking to see which way it moves, and then we react. This is a reactionary move, okay? So coming up, that's just my little 2 cents about what I'm doing. Definitely let me know what you guys think. But yeah, so that's my next move. I know a lot of you guys are wondering that, and I have a video coming out in maybe 3 hours or so that I'm going to be talking about the exchanges that they're listed on now, and then I will also be taking a look at this, and then we'll take a look at some news that came out today. We got a celebrity who tweeted about SafeMoon, which is sick. Yeah, and so we got just a few more updates that I'll go over as well. So hopefully that does all fare over well. What are we at? Let's see. I told you guys about 18-20 minutes. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna answer a few more questions out of the chat, and then from there, I will lock this thing up. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get to recording. We're gonna get that video made for you guys. It'll be up in about an hour or two, and then we are going to keep this show on the road. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna jump back over, and we are going to see what is going on in the chat. I have a question not related to stocks. Is a 20-minute cardio workout effective? Yes, if you do it enough. Hoping the exchanges that open up will help bring it upward. They absolutely will, in my opinion. I think that realistically, when the exchanges open up, the volume increases. The accessibility increases. Accessibility increase would definitely lead to more people coming in. More people coming in typically leads to a price increase. But more people could sell, so there's alternatives. There's definitely things to pay attention to for sure. Even so, if it drops, those will bring it back to a level or higher. Absolutely. Greetings from South Texas, 956. What's up, man? I'm from the 337. I would buy some now. Could be a great time. I heard Safe Moon is a scam. I'm willing to bet a lot of people a lot of money that it's not. Oh, that's it too. I'm going to talk in a video about why I'm very confident at this point it's just not a scam. Okay. I have an opinion that no one's really sharing. And I have an opinion that no one was really presented that I personally, in my biased opinion, think makes a lot of sense. Okay. Oh man, you're big into the maritime industry right now. Hey, being big in the maritime industry might not be a bad idea. It might not be a bad idea, especially with the reopening of the economy. We're going to see the need for a lot more of these commodities, and through that might be where the maritime industry definitely shines for sure. When is your next fight? My next fight is not until September. I had surgery on Friday, actually. What about Safe Moon launch in China? That's huge. That's massive. That's absolutely massive. I'm so excited for tomorrow. And that could be the perfect setup. I don't know. Okay. Technical analysis doesn't really, it doesn't tell you what's going to happen, but it gives you an idea of what could happen. And what really could happen is tomorrow we get that news, we get that new exchange, and that gives it the perfect momentum to break upward, that upward leg. And the next thing you know, we're retesting some of those resistance points. Who knows? It could happen. Do you know maybe why all crypto went down? Is it because of Safe Moon? No, it's not from Safe Moon. Everything. Bitcoin. I'm trying to explain it in simple terms. So whenever we see a lot of people excited about something, the excitement is volatile. Okay, so like some days more people are more excited about it than others, right? When people are making a lot of money, more people are excited. When it kind of slows down a bit, everyone's not so excited. The issue there is that when we're talking about things like crypto, when we're talking about things like I talk about a lot, penny stocks. So some of these very highly volatile microcap securities, in a sense. Those are going to be the ones people are the most emotional about, because even if they don't have a lot of money invested into them, they have a lot of shares. There's a lot of quantity, 1 million of this, 1 million of that. So we see emotion flying through the roof. Okay, as emotion goes up, then of course we're going to see big overreactions, and that's what we're going to see in the crypto market a lot. It's going to be something that we see all the time, and so kind of just got to get used to it, fare through it, wade through that water. Go ahead, pick up more of your favorite crypto whenever it goes down. Who knows? It could always be a great idea. LTMCF. Yeah, I've checked them out, Ash. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Got you. Yeah, I actually heard about them. So they've been doing big. They've been doing big things, but the industry itself is just not really exciting at the moment for a lot of people. But I think that's a good long-term play, for sure. 69 viewers. God dang it. Zest dropping share price. Buy the news, or buy the rumor, sell the news. We see it a lot, right? We'll see a lot of people get excited about lawsuits. And then when there's really good news that it seems like they're going to win the lawsuit is when we see it reach its peak. And then they win the lawsuit and it drops. It happens all the time. But okay, so through that was just a big update. I just wanted to really jump on, answer a few questions, and I wanted to go ahead and let you all know what I was doing with those stocks. If you did just join, I went over the technical analysis for HCMC, Castor Maritime, and High Tide. I wanted to let you all know what I was doing with them and what I was doing in preparation for trades on HCMC and Castor Maritime. So go check that out at the very beginning of this live stream. Definitely go hit that up. Again, I have some more content coming out tonight. I'm going to be making a video. I'm 24. My birthday was April. Happy late birthday, Alexis. But anyway, so through that, I am going to be getting a video out on Safe Moon later tonight. I'm talking about why this thing, in my opinion, just simply is not a scam. I could be wrong. I might be dumb. Who knows? I'm going to be talking about why I don't think it's a scam. I'm going to be talking about what the stock price is doing, or I'd say stock price every time. It's so frustrating, but what the price of the crypto itself is doing. Of course, we will then be talking about some news that came out today, what I think these exchanges will bring to Safe Moon itself, and then why I'm super duper excited about the future of them. So go down, check it out. Turn on those notifications, hit those things up. If you want access to all this info, go down to that link right under me. It'll bring you over to my Patreon. I put all this information in there way early. All that technical analysis has been in the Patreon for hours. So go check that out, and we are going to be on this train. So look for me 2 hours from now, about 6 o'clock, roughly Central Standard Time. There should be another Safe Moon video out. I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for joining, everybody. I'll see you next time. Peace.